Well, today's actually a special day. I am picking up the block from Gene's here. And well, I guess I can let the cat out of the bag now. We're going to be building a 396 stroker out of this Gen 3 Hemi. Stick around. All right, I got the block back from Gene's. Everything looks good to go with that. I am making my way back through Phoenix after a long day down working on garage doors down here, but took the opportunity to grab the block, toss it in the bed of the work truck. We're going to get it back up to Payson. So, I'm pretty sure I decided a name for the truck as well. I'm thinking I'm going to call it Andy Dufresne, because when I found it, it was innocent and locked up. By the time I'm done, well, it's going to crawl through a half mile of shit and come out free on the other side. Unfortunately, that makes me the sisters. Let's go molest this motor. Well, of course, on the night I brought the block home, decided to rain. I was unaware I was going to do so. Yep. Right back to surface rust as soon as I got out of the machine shop. A little embarrassing, but with a little CLR, little elbow grease, it's coming right back off. Let me clean this block up. I'm going to get it painted. We'll get back to you at that point. All right, well, we got all the oil galleys cleaned out. Got the block painted. Came out all right. Did find a damaged cam bearing though. That didn't leave like that, but this is what it is. Looks like I'm knocking some new cam bearings in this thing while I'm at it. That will wrap me up for the evening though. And chase down some more parts and we'll come back at that point. Well, I'm back on the Dodge. Got a cam bearing driver here. Let's go ahead, unwrap that thing, get some cam bearings driven in. I've never done this before, so it should be interesting. No, I think you're gonna have to sit there and fish it back through the hole.
Are you fucking serious? How's that gonna come through the hole?
Sideways, poorly, and bend. Don't worry, those are the old ones, see?
Yeah. There's your oil hole.
Yeah.
So straight up on the first one.
Yeah.
With the notch.
Yeah, you can see that big old gouge. Alright, let's knock some more out here. There it is. Well, first bearing I tried driving in wasn't exactly straight. Tried popping it back out. Well, I don't know if you can see that right there. Let me see what light I can get on that. Either way, I galled it. Right there. So, I've ordered a new set. One more pause on the project. Sometimes you just can't win for trying, but at least I'm out here trying. Learning something new. Sometimes it takes an extra set of bearings. Alright, well, almost $600 worth of gaskets, head bolts. I got another set of cam bearings. Let's go drive those things in and take it from there. Hopefully, we can make some progress on this motor finally. Yes, good thing for good friends. I have garages. Back over at Reed's house. Let's get some stuff done.
Who put the can of the big old top on there?
Hey, Brian.
What up?
Oh, you know, another day.
Where's our blue dot?
What are you barking at me for? Shan at work?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hopefully she gets to sit today.
check it out. Hold on. Here, right on the money.
Yeah, looks good to me. Let's drive in.
When do we stop?
What's that?
Should go all the way until it hits the ring, right? Should be captured, right?
No, it's not captured.
Yeah, well.
Looks like we got about another quarter inch to go. That felt like it went.
Yeah. I think you're good there.
Let's see. Excuse us, camera. We got to check for alignment. Yeah, we went just a dash too far there. Let's drive her back the other way. So, can't find too many videos on how to do this. 3 of the bearings are the same size. I can't get the tool through with the bearing on it. We're going to go ahead and try to pull the bearing through like this and then line it up. And yeah, here goes nothing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, they sneak through easy enough. They just don't want to do it on the tool. All right. Yeah. Just trying to line this thing up down here now.
Oh, cheater bird.
Watched a video of Jim Bob, and he had a specialty welded up wrench to sit there and tighten the nut on the tool for this. Let's see what we can come up with.
Waiting for 3 o'clock.
All right. Let me know when I'm allowed to tighten.
Nope. Oh, keep going.
In?
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Shit got fucked up. There, go back up. Come on.
Your hands are getting in the way of the camera, Reed.
Sorry.
We're trying to show people, you know, how to...
Look. 3 o'clock. You agree? See that hole right there?
Yep.
Right about there.
All right, so yeah, if we tighten it up, we should be good.
Okay. Tighten it. Oh.
Uh-huh. Ready?
Hold on.
Sorry, it feels like it's slipping.
Okay.
It still feels like it's slipping.
This fucking thing. Did I charge this fucking thing?
Now the other light died. Careful, that's our secondary cam bearing install tool. Don't trip over it.
Oh shit, hold on. Fuck. Back up. Keep going.
You wanna lay by this stuff?
There you go.
You think we'll go around a trip and you need a dog of shit?
Alright. Right about there. Okay, try tightening. Hold on. Hold on. Good. I'm not getting enough grip on it. Try it. I don't want to. No. It's just sliding.
We now see why Jim Bob had
That special wrench tool.
Is that guy's name really Jim Bob?
Nah.
Or are you making that up?
I mean, he looked like Jim Bob to me.
What's that?
One specialty wrench coming up. You gotta, you know, notch that so it, you know, can twist in there, you know. Oh, this is fun. I'm learning things today. Like why Hemis suck. Well, let's see if that'll fit up in there. Maybe we need to go just a little more right there.
More up.
Yeah, you just gotta, you know, cut enough out of the wrench. But it fits down in there. There we go. Well, I'm able to get it bited on with 2 hands, but one hand a little more difficult. Either way, it will tighten that. Apparently we got to fish the bearings through. I don't know if this is how anyone else has done it, but hey, it's how we're doing it, so here we go. Now, definitely a 2-man process, but we've got number 2 in here. Yeah, the tool isn't the greatest. She gets the job done though. Feel free to make your own variation. We're sort of wishing we used the closed end and cut it, but here we are. All right, we got these cam bearings in. Apparently that's its own thing. Chrysler calls it unserviceable. The aftermarket said otherwise. All right, we are on to gap and rings and piston assembly. So, I've already been playing around some, but we'll show you on the last one here. If you haven't seen me do this before, basically you're going to drop that like that because you forgot to take it out. You're going to put the ring down in the hole. You're going to sit there and use a feeler gauge after squaring it up with the piston. And 16 is about the minimum. 16 thou. We're going to go for about 18 is what I'm setting these to. So bear with, we'll get this done. Alright, so this one is a little tight. I'm going to pull that back out, take it over, file a little bit out of it, and should be good to go.
Hey. Ransom away.
Now is not the time for pets, is it? Quiet on the set, Squeezle. That way we can hear that squeaking noise. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
There we go, that's pretty good. I'll show you guys. So, not dragging. Probably a little hard to see there, but if you feel it dragging at whatever measurement you're going for, it is still too tight. Let's work on the second ring. And then lather, rinse, repeat for another 4 cylinders. Already got those set over there. And you know, my advice, don't let the dogs in the garage when you're trying to assemble pistons. You know. What's up, kids? Yeah. Alright. And these pistons were a little different because there's basically a cutout where the wrist pin sits. You gotta do the wrist pin first, and then there's a bridge right here. I'll show you on the last one with assembly there.
So you come out in the video.
Yeah, let's move on to final assembly for the last piston here. I'll show you all the technique. These are spiral locks. They are my new nemesis. I have actually never had to work with them before. But basically, gonna feed it in. And then just push it down in. You know, like that. Totally failed. And, you know, don't stab yourself. assembly lube. And then with most connecting rods, you do have to make sure it's facing the right direction. This is a chamfer. That is not. You want the chamfer side towards the outside of the crank, basically where your counterweight's going to be, and flat side, that's going to be where the rods touch. So, for this side, being the driver's side bank, piston's going to go forward, and seeing as how those are more forward cylinders, chamfer goes with the arrow. Get in there. Warmer. There it is. And I'm going to get this other lock ring in, and then we'll go on to the piston ring orientation. It's an interesting one on this. Alright, what makes these interesting that I've never seen before is basically they have to sit there and cut where the oil control rings go to sit there and get the wrist pin in. So either way, basically this takes up the first gap, and then your oil control rings go on top of that. So it does also have to get indexed. I don't know if you can see it, there's a little dimple right there. But either way, that has to line up with the wrist pin itself and dimple down. Check, make sure it's aligned properly, which it is. Dimple's right there. Push it all the way down. And then you're going to do the first oil control ring, which is going to be the wavy guy there. Want to make sure the tabs at the end are pointing up. Then we're going to go the bottom control ring. And make sure yours isn't stuck. I've seen a couple times where the wavy bit wants to sort of overlap and not let it sit all the way in. Got top one. Now it's all stacked. Like I said, make sure you don't feel any binding. What I was noticing is it would rock in a high spot if it wasn't set right. So I've been double checking for that. Then, second ring, you're going to make sure your dots are up. And then, not that it necessarily matters, but clock the ring the other way. They are going to move around during startup, but the manufacturers always recommend to sit there and clock them. I've always felt that as long as they're clocked opposite directions of each other, you're good to go. This does not apply to things like two-stroke pistons, though. They do have to be clocked in a certain direction. That way they don't catch ports. There will typically be a little dowel in the piston that the ring will butt up against. So, we've got this assembled. And now basically we're going to number the pistons, flip everything over, and go ahead and get the crank in and start assembly. I'm stoked. Oh, just unboxed the crank. If that ain't a thing of beauty. That is a forged crank. It is balanced. You can see they add the weights to it. So that will take more than I'm ever going to throw at this motor. I probably shouldn't say that. Oh, thrust bearing came out. I don't think you can slide back down in like that. Shit, the other one's stuck too. Alright. Really? Maybe here.
You gotta have the cap on it, keep it in place.
Can I spin it back in now and I'm a dumbass? Probably not.
No, it probably won't come. No.
I'm sorry. Third try. Stay, motherfunyons.
Is that in? That doesn't look. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's for the side-to-side play. Alright. Don't spin.
Just make sure. Yeah. Okay. She freed. Want some juice?
Yeah, sure. That's a good one.
Taste it.
They're gonna think that's me, not you.
Here you go. I got it. Whoa. Wrong spot.
Alright, Wade.
This is one.
They just got handed to me. I was just trying to do the center one. And this is two. Alright. You're blocking the shot of us screwing up.
Oh, sorry. Hello.
Thank God they numbered them.
All right. We're about to find out if it makes a difference. Hey!
We're trying to have a clean environment over here. You're kicking up dust.
Christ. I could shut that.
These two. Alright, back to the motor.
thought they were tired.
Ah.
Jesus. We call that second wind where we come from.
It won't back up, that's for sure. Ah, that spins beautifully though. I'll check in a second once we torque these down. All right, we've been dropping pistons in left and right. We got 6 in. Yeah, number 7. Here's where she shows she's a stroker kit. Yeah, I guess I gotta pull that rag out of the way. And that's where it hits. Yeah, you can barely see. Either way, oil galley right there is in the way. We're going to clearance out a little bit. Maybe shave the head of the bolt down, whatever the minimum requirement is. That is bright. All right, we're going to shave this down. Alright, we got clearance. Wasn't too bad to sneak up on that. She clears now. Let's drop this 8th piston in. Get this bottom end done. So, compressing the rings right now. This is, you know, the worser style of the ring compressors, I guess I would call it to be polite. But if you're not careful, it will cut you faster than a teen woman that's pissed off at you. Easy. Last one, here we go. Hopefully this one clears. But I hate to have to pull stuff back apart and clearance more, but hey.
Give us more clearance.
Yeah, just get in that hole. Yeah, stuff it in. There it is. That was beautiful. Alright, let's rotate this thing over and get this connecting rod on. Yeah, no whammies, no whammies. A little more light. Go for it.
I don't think we're anywhere near it.
No, plenty of room. Right on. Alright, I got everything about as far as I can go without putting a cam in it. Either way, it's all rotating over smooth. Those pistons are just ridiculously shiny. I think I've seen duller mirrors. Pretty sure I found the cam that I wanted though. It's a count cam. We don't have any emissions here, so we don't worry too much about that. Either way, I'm gonna leave off here. We're gonna get all that stuff handled. I'm gonna order up the cam that I want, and we'll come back and do the top end of the cam next. Hope you guys appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. Stay rad. We'll see you later.